Hey, Eddie Bales here. And as you know, I am your lifestyle strategist where we help you live the life you're called to live and not the life you have to live. And this is a late night video, but promise you, I've got lots and lots of value for you, but I'm not going to be long, right? So I want to jump right to the chase. But again, has anyone on the line here ever felt stuck? You just kind of felt like things have just plateaued and you just feel like, why am I like back at the same place? Well, first off, just a quick point. Did you know that we tend to live our life in cycles? And oftentimes, if we don't master things on one level, we'll never get to the next level. So it's like once you master once you master this part of the cycle, you get to the next step, and you graduate, and now you're on to the next. But what we're going to talk about today, real quick, is just three things I want to talk about on how to get unstuck. That's kind of what we've been talking about. I'm kind of like on this little series thing. Matter of fact, if you guys have liked the whole series on getting unstuck, growth hack, just drop me a comment, drop me a 1 if you've been enjoying it. And I'll keep on doing some more because I have a whole lot more I could share when it comes to growth and getting unstuck. But today, we're going to talk about three things, right? So, and by the way, if you're viewing this live, just drop me a live. If you're viewing this as a replay, drop me a replay just so I can always know who the audience is. And listen, guys, I appreciate all you guys who tune in. So feel free to continue to tune in and just comment, like, share. It's always a blessing when I can pour back into you. All I want to do is just add more value, right? So, number one, always make your future bigger than your past. Always make your future bigger than your past. It's like you can only take so much luggage into the future. You want to just keep your past in your past. Now, well, let me backtrack. Learn from your past, but don't let it drag on with you. I see so many people who are paralyzed of moving forward because they're still thinking about the mistakes they made in the past. They're still thinking about what didn't work out yesterday. Look, yesterday is gone, right? Let's just do it again. Let's do it better, right? But don't drag your past in your future, right? So handle each day as it comes, and things will get better. But again, if you think about a car, there's a reason why the rear view mirror is smaller than the front view mirror, right? It's because you don't really need to see that much happening in the back, right? You need to pay attention to what's in front of you, right? So again, keep that in mind. Don't drag your past all the time. I see so many people who they don't want to take action because they're still thinking about something that happened in the past, and they just let that bind them up, right? So don't do that anymore, right? So that's number one. Number two is always make your contributions bigger than your reward. Always make your contributions bigger than your reward. This is a universal law of success. And I'm going to give it to you. If I'm giving you $20, but you're giving me back $100 in value, guess what? I'm going to keep giving you $20, right? Because you're giving me more in value than what I'm paying for, right? So again, that is a universal law of success, is to provide more contribution, right, than you get compensation or reward. And this applies in every aspect, with your relationship, right? Even with your relationship with your spouse, do more for them than they do more for you, right? And trust me, at some point it'll reverse itself, where they'll be doing a lot more, it seems like, for you, right? Or this value. It's all about giving more value, because what you give will come back even and more, expanded, if that makes sense, right? So again, give more, right? It's all about value. It's all about not having an entitlement mentality where it's like everybody's supposed to do for me, right? But have more of a mentality of, man, how can I serve? Matter of fact, Jesus said it better than anybody. He who serves is greatest of them all. I mean, imagine the disciples arguing like, man, I'm the best, man, I'm the best, man, I'm the best, and I'm the best, right? And Jesus like, listen, the person who's the best is the person who serves the most, right? And that was contradictory to what everybody thought. So again, Can you serve more people? Can you bring more value to more people? I heard somebody say, if you want to be a billionaire, find a way to serve a billion people. I mean, that's it, right? How can we serve more people? How can we find a way to reach the masses and really do something more for them than what they can do for you back, right? So that's number 2. And this is all about growth, right? This is all about getting unstuck because, see, perhaps we are stuck because we haven't provided more value for more people, right? Perhaps we're stuck because we're still thinking about our past. So those are just 2 things. Number 3, though, is always make your performance bigger than your applause. Always make your performance bigger than your applause. And why is this important? Because sometimes let's just be honest. Sometimes we get the ego. Sometimes we do things to be a people pleaser instead of doing it to do it in excellence and do it because this is the right thing, right? So don't be a people pleaser. Create value, but value the process, not the event, right? Value the journey, value the process, value all of these things, and I promise you, it'll get better because you're focusing on today. Today matters, and as you focus on today, things get better. You can't worry about tomorrow. You have to just focus on today. And I think sometimes when we're thinking about growth, and I'm so guilty of this. Sometimes we're thinking so much about the future that we forget about today. We forgot to stop and look at the trees and smell the surroundings and take today in, right? Because we're so focused on tomorrow. So, you know what? Sometimes we also paint a picture of tomorrow because we haven't celebrated today. So celebrate today, even if it's just a small win, a small thing. Celebrate something that you could feel proud of about today, and don't be so caught up in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now. Just focus on, Will Smith said it this way. I think his dad, he knocked down a brick wall. Him and his brother, he told him to put the wall back together. And he said, lay each brick as perfectly as you can lay it, right? Because you can't get back tomorrow, right? So each day, lay a brick and just keep laying foundations and lay it as perfectly as you can lay it, and then take a step back, and now you see the wall. So that's how you build a wall, brick by brick, day by day, bite size by bite size, not just sitting there and trying to stress over things that you can't even control, right? So, I hope you guys got some value from this. It's a short video that I want to do today, but I didn't want to leave. I don't want the day to go without giving you guys some value. And I'm just excited. I'm excited because February is almost gone, and we still have time to execute our goals. We still got time to really make some things happen. Listen, guys, reach out to me if you are watching this and you're thinking to yourself, you need a plan to map out for the whole year. Like, you really want this to be a breakthrough year for you. And if that's you, reach out to me, and I definitely want to have a conversation with you so we can talk more strategically about how we can level you up in 2019. So God bless you guys. Hope you guys have a great evening. Hey, Mr. Keenan, always good to see you, brother. God bless you guys, and we'll see you all at the top. Take care.